Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token Channel. Your host Superman in the house, and another day. Big things have been happening. Of course, yesterday we had the highest stakes premiere. We're gonna have a bit of a look at that to kick off the live stream, and then of course at the moment, of course, is the 42-hour online conference, second annual conference held by Matty Allen, and of course a lot of streamers on there. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You can check that out over the next 42 hours. I think it's well into it by now. And of course, what else? We've got the big news today. Coast launches Fiat, Onramp, Offramp, and stablecoin. We're going to talk about that. That is a big part of today's show. That is a big deal. Now, they're likely to have a few little teething problems here and there, but that's going to be awesome for us. And of course, we're going to get into all the details. Australia, Canada, USA, and UK. So that's our first direct on-ramp, off-ramp to Pulsechain, and of course, first stablecoin native to Pulsechain as well. Big deal. We're going to watch that grow over the weeks and months ahead. And of course, the countries that are going to be enabled are going to grow too, up towards the 150 mark at least. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're in Australia, Canada, USA, and UK, you're very lucky to get early access to that. And of course, congratulations as well. Let me know in the chat your experience. Get in there now and let me know your experience with it. If you've used it, if you're trying to use it and process through that, get in there. I know that certain things are enabled and certain things are not enabled yet. It is phase one, and then there's going to be a phase two. We're going to talk about that too. We've got a big session on that. Now, we're also going to be talking about checking in with Liquid Loans, one of the big DeFi protocols, the biggest sacrifice project, over $50 million. We're going to get an update from the chief executive, and we're going to have a quick look at some of that video later in the live stream as well. So you don't get much bigger. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to check out all the price markets at the moment and talk about that too. So stay tuned. And then, of course, Hex.com, get paid. We all like to get paid, so it's going to be fun. Let's see who's jumped in the chat, and a big shout out to everybody on Hex Token and Superman Crypto, and a big welcome to all the new subscribers overnight. We got tons of new subscribers overnight, and a big shout out to you. We're well over 9,500 subscribers, heading towards that 10,000 mark, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So big shout out to everybody, and get into the comments. If you're watching the video after the live stream, get in the comment section, and I'll reply to all those. Very cool. We also posted the video of Richard Hart yesterday on the premiere. We're going to talk about that too. It was very cool. In fact, I've just got to make sure I might actually have that video here, and we might be able to pull that up as well. Lives Beneath and Truth is in the house. How are you today? Very good. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLS, and Centrifuge for the win, 100%. The golden crypto of Richard Hart. It is very cool. And of course, who else has jumped in there? Scott Jackson. Good to see you, Scott Jackson. Morning. Good morning, everybody. Bob Wells as well. Hey, everybody. Good to see Bob. Elias as well. You're late to the chat, but early to the crypto. Nice one, Elias. We got Joe Tourist as well. Hi, all. Good to see you. Sandy Beach, welcome to the chat there. And Sandy, I didn't go for my walk yesterday. Had a few things happening. Got a few things happening today. And so I'm going to get back onto day 19. Let you know how I get on. It might be a bit later today. But we will see how we get on, and I'll report back to you tomorrow. Sandy Beach is doing a lot of health inspirations, and of course on her Twitter account as an influencer there. So big shout out to Sandy Beach. Humberto Gonzalez, yo. Cheers, Superman and family. Today from sunny Dominican Republic. Yeah, I like it. Good to see Humberto as always. Big shout out from Sandy Beach, of course. Matt's in Bali. We got people all around the world. Look at that. We got Dominican Republic, and we got Matt in Bali. Let me know in the chat where you are from around the world. Let me know in the chat. You just have to say the country. You don't have to give you a street address or anything. Don't dox yourself. But yeah, get in there, folks. It's going to be cool. Who else has jumped in here? We got Terry Doc. Hey, Superman and family. Good to see you. Who else is here? We got J Judge. What's up? Good to see you, J Judge. Effortless Crypto as well. G'day, mate. Good to see you. Good day to you as well. Charity's jumped in the chat. Is the Charity there? I can see Charity. Welcome to the chat. Who else has jumped in here? USA, says Sandy Beach. USA. Good one there, Sandy. Who else there? We got BMA in the house there. Good to see BMA. I'm not sure what channel you're on. What channel are you on, BMA? Are you on the Hex Token channel? Who else is there? We got Charity. We got Scotland from Terry Docs. Scotland. Wow. I've always wanted to go to Scotland. Terry Docs really do want to go there as well. But while it's still, I do want to go there, look at some castles and history. Really cool. And some of the landscape too. Beautiful. USA, says Charity from USA. Lies beneath the truth, says Planet Earth. Very, very good. You and Elon Musk could have a good discussion. I think you'd have a good discussion about that. Bob Wells as well from Canada. Hey, welcome, Bob. Canada. Blobfish King says, I will sign up for Coast today, says Blobfish King. Nice. Matt in Bali says, I'm from the boring Christchurch, New Zealand. Did make it on to the world. Matt, though, but you're in Bali now. And of course, Cato as well. Hey, Superman in London here, says Cato. It's 12:36 a.m. in the morning on Saturday morning too. Oh, wow. Sandy says, be proud from where you are from. That's so small. Yeah, true. All right, let's get into it, folks. We've got the highest of stakes, and we've got some cool stuff on this one. So this is 6 hours ago. Feast your eyes on snapshots from the explosive official premiere of the highest of stakes. Thank you to Richard Hart-Wynn for making the opening vid again. Of course, we got the opening vid. I think I might have it here. I did load it up on the YouTube channel. It's had almost over 9,000 views, I think, on it. So it's done pretty well there. Let me see. I think I've got it here somewhere. Pretty sure it's here as well. Let me find that. Richard Hart. Got to remember what it looks like. Here we are. This is the highest of stakes opening. So before they watch the actual film, Richard put his personal touch on it at the beginning. So let's watch this as well. Now I don't know if this one's still got the soundtrack on it. I'm not sure about that one. Let's go back. Let's go out of there. Let's go to the YouTube channel and pick up on YouTube. And let's find it on there as well. I'll go to Superman Crypto. That'll do. Go to videos and pull up that as well. Hopefully that shows. Get past the let's go jump past that. All right. Let's get into that. And I think I can share this. So we're going to share the screen. Scott's sharing, and sharing is caring. We're going to go to, I'm pretty sure that one works with audio. Yeah, this should work pretty fine. All right, let's go full screen on that. And here we go. There we go. Man.
Hello, everybody. Richard Hart here, welcoming you to the highest of stakes premiere. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. These guys put blood, sweat, and tears for years into this project. It wasn't my idea. Didn't have anything to do with the production. Do with anything. I was just in a bunch of scenes. Yay. I'm a movie star. No, I'm a clown. The me that you see in this film died, so enjoy it. Humble me is what exists now. What I wished that everyone would get is that there's only a few things in this world that can really change man's relationship with government, man's relationship with money, man's relationship with his time. Right now, we've got the highest inflation we've had since I've been alive, and that's 43 years now. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And we've got banks collapsing, and we've got bailouts, and all of the things that people predicted would come true that are the reason that cryptocurrency was invented are happening. You know, there's certain countries that you may not have been to that this is life or death for them. You know, high inflation countries where their money is worth, half as much at the end of the next year as it is this year, you got to get your money out of those currencies. And the dollar is not one of those currencies yet. But historically, about every 50 years, fiat currencies fail. It's very hard to have a fiat currency backed by nothing that lasts longer than 50 years, it seems. And, dollar's been around for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. I feel that it's wildly important for you to understand that the future really is digital. It really is cryptocurrency. And if you can get around the gatekeepers, if you can get the word out, if you can get people to learn about something that could really change the future, everyone gets rich together. When you get rid of all the middlemen and you get rid of all the waste and you get rid of all the inefficiency, that value, it goes somewhere. And it goes to the people that deserve it, the people that believed. Enjoy the film, everybody. Hello, everybody. Richard Hart here.
All right, so that works. Pretty cool. I'm just going to mute that and pull back in the old screen again. So that was the premiere video of Richard Hart before the live stream. for the filming of the premiere, which is pretty cool. And I like it a lot. That was on the video. Now you can find that here on Hex Token and on Superman Crypto. I posted that video yesterday. Like I say, it's had over 9,000 views or so. So very popular on that one. Yeah, so we also got some after that. Of course, we had the premiere had a lot of photos taken with all the big stars there, the people in the film, the directors and producers and things like that. So it really was quite a cool. Thank you, Richard Art, for making the opening vid happen again. And of course, to savor these moments, embrace yourself for tonight's screenings. The game is truly on. So the whole weekend, the 4th and the 5th, we've got the United States theaters across America showing the highest of stakes film, and a lot of pretty much a lot of them have all been sold out and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. Here's one with Kinetics and one of the directors there. Kind of cool. We've got people sitting in the movie theater. Look at all the popcorn as well, with the highest of stakes on the popcorn bag boxes, which is pretty cool. I like that. Nice little touch, golden as well. And of course, everyone's sitting there waiting to see that. So you can see a few well-known personalities that you'll be probably see there as well. I can see Kareem the Dream in there and other people like that. So it's kind of cool. I can also see what's that? Some other people in the middle here. It's kind of cool. What's that? Toby One. I think that looks like Toby One. So yeah, pretty cool on the pictures. We got a couple more images. That's Richard on the film there. Everyone watching there from the comfort of their chairs. Pretty nice, comfortable theater, actually. And that's Richard Hart up on the big screen watching that video we just watched, which is kind of cool. And then we've got one of the directors there just doing an opening speech, no doubt, or closing speech, one of the two, probably an opening speech. And of course, they're at the highest of stakes popcorn. Can't go anywhere without the highest stakes popcorn. I know that a couple of people on the Discord community, like Brian, are going to the movie today. They're going a bit of a road trip and going to one of the movies that is on. So a big shout out to you guys. Let us know. Apparently, Brian said he's going to be streaming as well, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to leave a copy to the tweet there if you want to jump on to the highest of stakes Twitter and show some love or something like that. Do the retweet. But that is definitely there if you want to get more information. Watch some of those videos too on the highest of stakes, which is pretty cool. So pretty nice on that one. Then what do we get? What else? I've got to make sure I got everything queued up here because I've got another video, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got another video. So we got this video here. So pretty cool. Let me just post this. Here we go. Hexkins, a sneak peek into the thrilling hustle and bustle of the official premiere of the highest of stakes. Dive into the behind the scenes action right here. So we've got a video there, and of course, plain Wi-Fi delays. Big shout out and heaps of gratitude to Raul of Raul Productions for capturing these unmissable moments. Need top-notch BTS or post-production magic. Here's your guy, of course, there. So let's watch this video. I think I've got this set up. Yeah, let's go for gold on this one. Enjoy. I'm going to actually full screen this so you guys can see it. Let's go. All right, so I thought I'd let that play through twice. Pretty cool little snippet there of the premiere. So you've had a good little taster of what the premiere was like, which is pretty cool. All All right, let us move forward from here. They also retweeted 2 hours ago, the high stakes urgent riots are currently happening apparently outside the theater. I don't know what that's all about. Screening for regional Union Square, New York. Our team is actively working to verify if the event can proceed. Your safety is paramount. Stay tuned for updates and stay safe. I'm not sure whether that's serious or not. With the unrelated, apparently it's unrelated riots in New York. We're still working to confirm tonight's screening. So on as well. Update: theater at Regal Union Square is now accessible. Crowds are dispersed. Screenings will proceed to schedule. Funny, man. We prioritize the comfort if you feel uneasy, etc. So you can exchange your tickets. So a little bit of drama there from the looks, which is pretty funny. That's the highest stakes movie there as well. I thought they're going to be having riots outside the front of the SEC in New York, but hey, you never know what's going on with the highest stakes here. They got a funny sense of humor. So that is the premiere. And of course, the movie theaters are being what people are watching in the movie theaters tonight, I guess, and tomorrow. And yeah, across America, it's going to be pretty cool. Now, obviously, they've had pretty good ticket sales. We'll be following up into phase 2, of course, obviously getting more theaters, more tickets selling out to spread the word. And then, of course, we'll probably get some information on streaming services, OTTs, they call it, like Netflix, etc. And we'll see how we go on that one. That's phase 2. So looking forward to it. So congratulations to everybody involved in the highest stakes. It's a big, big deal to pull off. And, of course, of the highest quality, Grammy Award-winning directors and stuff like that. So it's been pretty cool. All right, let us jump over into Pulsechain devs. I got a tweet here from Breatep here, which I thought was really, really cool. One of the Pulsechain devs. Guys, this is the Richard Hart that I know, talking about the highest stakes. And that is the video we just played earlier of Richard opening up on the premiere. And, of course, Breatep, who works with Richard, right? He's a Pulsechain dev. And, of course, guys, this is the Richard Hart that I know. The humble Richard Hart here that I have worked with for 2 years. The guy who won me over, the guy who has changed my worldview about finance and a lot of other things. He has been this humble in private from the start. So he's been this humble from private. So their private dialogue from the founder of Pulsechain, Hex, of course, and PulseX, and of course, Breatep, a pivotal player in that developer team there, saying he has been this humble in private from the start. So many of you don't get to see Richard in private, but of course, there we are. He 100% cares about you. So if you ever wondered about his motive, he 100% cares about you, and that's from Breatep, Pulsechain dev, who's got. I really have a lot of respect for Breatep. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for Richard there, and of course, this is great, right? He 100% cares for you. So there's a testimony about that. So I thought that was a really lovely tweet. And yeah, if you want to comment on that tweet, I'm going to post it in the chat there as well, because I thought that was really, really cool coming from Breatep, the Pulsechain dev there. We're going to go into some of the comments here and have a look to see what some people have said about the movie premiere. Let's check out some of that before we move on to the markets. And then later on, we're going to touch base with Coast, the big launch. And then, of course, we're going to get a liquid lines update as well. So stay tuned for that. Both of those coming up. A big DeFi on Pulsechain. Let's see where else has got some comments. Where do we get back up to here? We got up to the countries people are in. We got Ian's in house from Cayman. Nice one, Ian. And what else do we got? I don't know if we've had that Ian before, so it's great. Terry Rock says, I take you touring around Scotland anytime, says Terry Rock. Nice. What else there? We got Lel as well. Lel in the house. What's up, you all? Good to see you, Lel. Humberto says, we are family. Family supports one another, 100%. That's true. If you like family, get into our Discord. We have a very supportive Discord. And, of course, we're on the same journey together. We could do the whiskey tour around Scotland. Well, that sounds pretty good. I might have to bring a wheelchair for my wobbly legs afterwards. RH for the win says lies beneath. Absolutely. What else there? Bob Wells says RH definitely looks fitter. Great to see. Yeah, I thought he looked pretty good in the premiere video, didn't he? Just follow Sandy on Twitter. Yeah, follow Sandy on Twitter if you haven't. D-Hex in the house. Let's go, Hexkins. Woohoo. Good to see D-Hex. Pudding Guru in the house as well. Hi, all. Good to see Pudding Guru. What else there? I thought it was a black tie fair. Well, I think they were pretty much, a lot of people were wearing black ties or forms of tuxedos. And some of a lot of the ladies were pretty dulled up there too, wearing lovely dresses. What's up? We got a couple more comments. Yeah, Tom Boss Has the movie been picked by any streaming places online yet? That is phase 2, and they have got things working on that, and they've got a big billboard also outside one of the big streamers as well. That's going to help. And they're selling tickets pretty well. I think they've been selling tickets pretty well as well. Hi all, getting ready to go to the highest estates is Archipelago. Nice. Yeah, so Brian, one of our community leaders in our Discord, is going to the highest estates film, and of course Archipelago is going. So all the best. And if you not to ruin your experience, but if you do have any film footage, get it into our Discord. We'd love it. I know that Brian said he's going to try and live stream when he's at the theater. So yeah, that'd be great if you can any footage whatsoever, whether it's a photo or whatever. We'd look forward to it in the Discord. We love that stuff. Hey, Superman and fellow Hexkins, volatiles in the house. Good to see you. Who else there? Crypto Tycoon. Woohoo! Hex Token. Good to see you, CT. And we've got passive income as well. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you as well. It's good to see so many people in the house today. All right, let's get into the next bit. Right, let's get into the markets. Let's go market time. Now, I've got to be very careful with my screen watching here. Make sure I have the right screens. So we've got BTC at the moment. Is this like deja vu? It feels like we're in Groundhog's Day. 29,123. Feels like that's every day. We're like in that zone. So Groundhog's Day. We got Ethereum there, $1,830. So pretty much in the gray zone with these prices. Yeah, just down a tad today. BNB's up about the same amount, 0.25%, $241. Pretty much it. OKB seems to be the outward performer there, up 7% to $44.96. So basically $45 on OKB. Everything else is pretty much in the soft zone there, in the gray zone. So hey, it's neither down or up really on those ones. That moves us to Pulsechain. Oh, I forgot to bring up the old GoPulse. We're going to bring up GoPulse first. And we're going to work from here because it's kind of cool. Now, they've got the price here. Pulse is at quadruple 0628, down 15.4% from yesterday. It is 63% of the sacrifice price at the moment. And of course, that's where we are at the moment. So look at that price chart. Yeah, we had some capitulation here, maybe a little bit of a sell the news event. And of course, we've got the support line here. We've got a TA specialist in our chat, Brenton. He called this. Basically, if we broke down, we wanted to get over 74 and hold it. We didn't do that. We started breaking down. We wanted to hold over 7,000 for that as well. And then we broke through that. And so now our next testing is 5,700, 5,800 on Pulse. So that's kind of the next support line here. You can see we had some resistance here and some resistance here, and we broke through that before over here. So this is kind of the next level there. We did have a big, large whale. You know, whales, this is what they typically push this down in a sort of, when I say whale, larger accounts, and they push that down at the moment. So we're at 6,275, and obviously the last 2 hours, well, just before we live stream, and while we're live streaming it, is going down at the moment. So that is Pulse at the moment. Pulse X, of course, is at quadruple 0189. That's down 20% on the 24 hours. So it's actually down more than Pulse. And of course, we're at only 18.9% of the sacrifice price, which is pretty incredible. We're down at the big whales level. So I wouldn't suspect that we'd have many big whales moving unless they're deciding to, cash up or whatever. But yeah, we're down at that level at the moment. One Pulse at the moment will get you 3.32 Pulse X. So Pulse is definitely stronger versus Pulse at the moment. Pulse X, sorry, at the moment. And of course, we've got all the big DeFi coming, single side staking potentially. And so that may reverse a bit later in the future there in the weeks ahead of us. So that's pretty much it. The buy and burn is spectacular, of course. This is the silent victory amongst Pulse X at the moment. 323 billion Pulse X has been burned. And that's 1.55% of all the public supply of Pulse X, which is pretty amazing. So that excludes what we call the Origin account. Looking pretty good. 1.55%. That's a lot, man. We are on day 84. We're wrapping up day 84. We're about to start up day 85 on Pulsechain. So that is pretty outstanding, that buy and burn. That is just silently doing very well while we are looking at the markets every day. Now, looking at PulseX at the moment, PulseX also breaking down below the 2,000 mark. And we've got the 1,183. And of course, we're starting to move into some support lines down there, probably down to 1,700 is my guess, even down to 16. So 16 to 17, it's kind of probably that support zone in there. So we'll see where we lie as well. On the incentive token, we're at $2.98, so down 18.6%. That is the second performer of the day, or worst performer. We're at 47,584. And so let's have a look at that at the moment. You can see we're just shedding there as well. We managed to hold for 4 days. Looks like we're just teetering on breaking down here at 47,585 at the moment on the old incentive ratio. We got 7.2 million incentive tokens in existence. Of course, those are from yield farming, and 9,600 have been burned through the TYRH token system, and that's 0.13% of the total supply. So it's nice to have that. Big shout out to Jacob for bringing that in. Now getting to Hex, of course, P-Hex is at 1.15 cents. E-Hex is at 0.055 cents, so just over half a penny. Combined E-Hex and P-Hex are 1.7 cents. We were over 2 cents yesterday, if you remember. So we're at 1.7 at the moment. We're down 19.4%, which it puts it pretty much at number 3. Number 3 at the moment as well on performance there. We've got, what else are we going to say about this? One P-Hex will get you 184 pulse at the moment. And one E-Hex will get you 2.11 P-Hex. One P-Hex will get you 2.11 E-Hex at the moment. That is pretty much it. Let's have a look at the charts. There's Hex breaking down on the versus pulse. This is P-Hex. We're at 1.3 cents. Just breaking down the last 2 hours. We're at 1.149. So, you know, a couple of large holders started this all off about an hour ago or so, and that's where the price is at the moment. So that's kind of that. E-Hex there, P-Hex. Yeah, I think I talked about that as well. We've got the same chart up. Is that E-Hex and Pulse? I think it is. No, this is E-Hex. So that was P-Hex. This is E-Hex. So E-Hex at the moment, we were on the hourly. Let's have a look at the hourly. We were up at 0057, and now we're at 0053 on the old E-Hex. This is bridged in E-Hex, by the way. The combined price of E-Hex and P-Hex, man, we were doing pretty well. We on the rally, we got all the way up to 2.24 cents, and now we are down after, you know, just sliding down here, breaking down from 1.9 cents. We're now at 1.7 cents at the moment, is on the combined price of PX and EX. Moving to the P-Hex E-Hex ratio, we can see that one P-Hex will get you 2.18 E-Hex at the moment. So one P-Hex, that's Hex on Pulsechain, will get you 1 Hex on Ethereum on there at the moment. 2.18, sorry, is the number. So that is pretty much it on those headlines. Let's go to, we've got a bit of pullback basically in the last hour or two. And of course, let's have a look at the validators. We've got 37,522 validators. So on the positive sides, obviously the market's going to move around a bit. We've got probably maybe a bit of a sell the news event at the moment, just a subtle one. But after having a couple of days of rebound, we've got the buy and burn on Pulsechain going very well. We've got the validators going very well. So 37,522. So the fundamentals are ticking along nicely. But that, of course, is a slightly longer game. But they're going very well indeed at the moment. And of course, it is still super, super cheap to operate on Pulsechain. Only 2 cents for Pulse. A Pulsechain swap. 1/10 of a penny for a Pulse coin transfer, and 4/10 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. 377 times cheaper than Ethereum, and 686 times cheaper than Bitcoin. So it's a place to do business. And all the compounding protocols, all the DeFi protocols get to operate on Pulsechain without a lot of cost. You know, some of these you cannot work on Ethereum. You just add up the cost there for the retail book. It's not very good. Right, so that's pretty much it. Day 84 is a wrap, and we're starting day 85 shortly. Very, very cool. All right, let's jump over to the big news, of course, is the Coast. We're going to get to that. Before we do that, though, let's catch up on the chat as well. And let me put the banner back there. Let's catch up on the chat here. We're going to get into the big news of the day. Coast. We've had lots of big news, really. The highest of stakes, Coast, and, of course, the online conference. And we've got an update for liquid loans coming up shortly as well. Who else has jumped in here? We got up to Crypto Tycoon. We got Pineapple Loving House. Hello, Hexkins, Pulsekins. Good to see you as well. Welcome. What else there? Bob Wells says, super jelly of all of you that get to see the movie. Yeah, super jealous. Yeah. That's true. A Bitcoin Chris as well. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Granddad as well. Granddad's still alive. Good to see you, Granddad. Let me jump through those comments. Who else here? We got Genuine. Hey, Genuine, jump in late. Good to see you as well. Pineapple Love says, looks like Pulsechain descending deep into 4-hour TFF, 1500 possible or more. hoping for 1,200 to double my bag, says Pineapple Love. And passive income, go Hexkins, absolutely. Who else has jumped in there? I don't think we've got Brennan in the chat at the moment. Who else there? Did you buy some cheap Pulse this week, says Bitcoin Chris? And Bob says, yes, sir. As we say, yes, sir. What a bargain, huh? Yes, indeed. And of course, a lot of people will be watching Hex Token chat, Hex Token Discord. Sorry, Hex Token YouTube. We've got so many things. They have been picking it up too. All right, so the big announcement today, and this is a fundamental announcement. Coast has launched their Fiat Onramp and Offramp live, and of course the first stable coin as well. So the first Onramp, Offramp direct to Pulsechain from Fiat, and the first stable coin on the Pulsechain as well. The first of three that we're expecting. And of course, if you would like to use our products, please visit the app. So it's app.oxcoast.com. This is the first phase of product release. Remember, that's the first phase, but we're excited to kick off the vertical integration of Pulsechain. If you remember, Richard was always about vertical integration. That is having Pulsechain, PulseX, and of course a direct on-ramp, off-ramp, and of course that is bullish. In addition, of course, we've got we also need stable coins, so that's bullish too. And also, Richard always liked the fiat version. That was his favorite version of a stable coin, was the fiat version. So we have one in Coast. So congratulations to the team, and very exciting for what they've done. It takes a lot of work to pull this off. You've got to make a lot of cool decisions, commercial decisions, and get it all up and running. You got software that's difficult, all that stuff. So congratulations to the Coast team. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to post the link to that in the chat there if you want to find more details as well. Now, no doubt they'll probably have little teething problems here and there, so you do have to be a bit patient as they just roll out. But no doubt it's going to be in. Now, let me know in the chat there if you've actually signed up to the Coast as well, and if you've actually looking to, or if you have actually tried to get some stablecoins so far. Now, apparently it takes as little as about 3 minutes to sign up. So let's go to the website first as well. So this is first phase, is the launch, and then they've got some other stuff we're going to talk about in a minute as well. So let's have a look here at the account. So this is what you have to do. It goes to Coast. Now the referral's not working yet, so I haven't got my referral code in there. And of course, I can't do it anyway because it's not in New Zealand yet. As you guys know, I'm based in New Zealand, and at the moment, this is just launched for Australia, Canada, United States, and United Kingdom. Those are the first 4 countries out of 150 that are planned. And of course, so you guys got early access. So get out there, spread your referral, get people adopted, all that good stuff. But you do have to do KYC. And of course, if you want to get super cheap fees, we're going to talk about that too in a minute. But you register your account, verify, identify, and pending. Apparently, it takes as little as 3 minutes, but it may take longer depending on all sorts of things. Who knows? But register your account there. You put your personal information in as well, and you have to put your address as well. And then you have to click these disclosures as well, one for Fortress and one for Coast. Now, you are interacting with Fortress, which is the banking partner, quasi-banking partner, so you have to check that out. And then you have to verify your ID. So you are giving up, KYC information there. And, of course, then pinning as well. So just remember that. They have different methods of payment as well to issue a stablecoin. But once you do that, you'll be able to connect your wallet as well, MetaMask and Wallet Connect. And you'll see either your stablecoin CST or your bank's bank account stuff as well, I think. So you can check that out. It's got lots of details on there. Pretty easy to operate, actually. I mean, it's pretty simple little process that made it easy on that one. So that's pretty cool from the Coast team. So congratulations. They've had 12,300 views so far on this particular tweet. Kind of cool. Check again, the system overload. So when they first launched, they got a little bit overloaded. People, slamming onto it. Beautiful. Next round of countries will be September the 1st. So there will be September 1st is the next round and phase 2 on their phase 2 release. So there'll be more countries and phase 2 release in terms of the availability there. So it's going to be kind of cool. All right. So that is kind of neat there on the first tweet. Let's go to the details. So phase 1, our phase 1 rollout is well underway. Interested in what's included? Please check out the full details of the official announcement, which is here, and we're going to look at that too. So let's have a look at the announcement here and have a look at the details. So Coast CST stable is live on Pulsechain, so it's kind of cool. We're going to come back to the stablecoin side of it. CST is now live on Pulsechain. You can mint and burn the Coast stablecoin CST with fiat in your digital account. So you can do that. Oh, it looks like my other computer crashed. Fiat with your digital account. Digital accounts can be funded using ACH or wire transfer on the Coast app. Welcome to the first native stablecoin on Pulsechain. Now, understand that wire is the fast one. So just take that into account. Thank you. We would like to take this opportunity to thank the most passionate and best educated and most committed community of all blockchain. Pulsechain users have waited years for the chain to go live and now months without a native stablecoin on the network. Through all our ups and downs at Coast, we received tremendous support from all of you, and we can't thank you enough for the kind words in public and in private. Cheers. And here is the phase one. So phase one, our product team has taken the decision to roll out the Coast stablecoin CST and the fiat on-ramp in several distinct phases. Phase one will include the feature set outlined below. Markets. So the markets are going to be the USA, UK, Australia, and Canada. And of course, the Coast on-ramp will be available to Pulsechain users in 168 countries. So previously it was 150. Now it looks like we're at 168 countries. So never fear. If you want an option to get directly to Pulsechain, it is most likely coming to you. So 168 countries, it will get there eventually. But this is going to take us some time to achieve. To simplify life for our compliance department, we've decided to onboard 4 primarily English-speaking markets first. We have ongoing communications with regulators in all 4 of these markets, as well as legal opinions from local attorneys, confirming that our flow of funds meets the standards of the relevant regulatory agencies. As you can see, there's always a lot of red tape to tick off there. Funding methods, you can use ACH. Now, that's in the United States only, and wire. All Coast users will be required to complete KYC with our banking partner to open up a digital account for custody of fiat denominated in US dollars. Funding a digital account with ACH or a wire is not purchasing cryptocurrency. You are sending money from your bank account to your bank account, right? Because you're opening a bank account pretty much with this banking partner. We are actively exploring options to expand this set of funding methods with localized bank transfer methods in markets like the EU and parts of South Asia. So it's kind of cool. Now, what about debit cards and credit cards? We are planned to for credit card and debit card to be part of the phase one rollout. However, at 10 a.m. this morning, August the 3rd, we received word that our credit card processor was holding all services for all clients because of an increased number of fraudulent transactions in the past several months. Rather than delay further, we made the decision to launch today with ACH and wire payments. We are already in talks with multiple card processors who have been able to facilitate credit and debit card transactions for us. This feature is our #1 priority, and it will go live as soon as humanly possible. So they're going to be adding the 2 features to it. Payment methods. Hold periods. ACH is a 5+ day holding period. So just remember that. You're not going to be able to instantly participate with that. But the wire, there's apparently no holding period for the wire. So I believe that is the case. Now, I won't be able to see a lot of those chats, but I'll come back to the studio. We'll be able to see those too. Because we are considered a tech layer, not in the flow of funds between you and Pulsechain, our on-ramp and stablecoin rely on licensing of third parties. This comes with constraints, and all providers are different. During our phase one of the rollout, customer funds added with ACH and debit credit cards will be held for 5 days. So remember that. We have also implemented a series of automated fraud protection checks that will occur prior to all ACH deposits. That's just for the United States. Remember, these checks could result in transactions considered high risk of fraud being declined. If this happens to you, please contact our support team for manual review of your account. Now, instant buy. No. The instant buy feature of our beta product was employed by almost all Coast users. However, it will not be available during phase one of our product rollout. So just remember that. So we're going to have take a little while before that ramps up. We're going to get into the CST stablecoin in a minute. Instant buys are a way to shift risk away from the end user. Having this feature in our beta meant that Coast users had fewer than $300 frozen when our previous bank partner failed. But this risk is not eliminated. It's just shifted from the end user to Coast and our banking partner. Until we have a longer track record of success operations without a high incident of fraud, we'll not be able to prove to offer instant buys for CST. So just be patient on that one as well. Incorporating instant buys into our fiat on-ramp on Pulsechain is something the community desperately wants, and therefore is a priority for Coast. Obviously, if you've got something in the market going, you want sort of instant buy, you want to take advantage of that. Assuming we have a positive rollout in phase one, we could see this feature as soon as phase two. So stay tuned on that. That's coming. Bank partner, of course, since the end of our beta phase, Coast has been interviewing multiple potential on-ramp and fiat custody partners. If you create an account with Coast and complete KYC, you will be opening a custodial account. Remember that. with our banking partner, a Nevada trust company called Fortress. So it is a Nevada trust company called Fortress. This relationship is yours and yours alone. Well, Coast will provide the front end ability for you to fund your custodial account with Fortress. We do not custody any user funds either at the end, in the end user accounts or in the Coast Stable collateral account. That's very important, right? So you guys want to know that. That is very important. The CST collateral and reserves. The Coast stablecoin is back 1-to-1 with USD. As part of our phase 2 rollout, we will be incorporating a live analytics page on the Coast app showing real-time data on the balance of the reserve account as well as mints, burns, and a range of other data points. So that's awesome. Well done. Looking forward to that. It was one of the comments that I made, which is good. Weight benefits, fee reduction. During phase 1, users who lock weight on Pulsechain will be able to reduce the fees for converting USD to CST and back. So obviously the weight token has been on a bit of a tear lately. I think it's pulled back as well, but that is you'll need that to get cheaper fees, basically. What happens to those users who lock weight on the Ethereum during the beta? In phase 2, we will be rolling out the ability to buy CST on Pulsechain with stablecoins on Ethereum, USDC, USD Tether, and DAI. Users who lock weight on Ethereum will be able to reduce the fees for converting these stablecoins to CST. This will effectively create a free bridge between Ethereum and Pulsechain for those who lock the E-weight token. So that's kind of cool. CST contract address. You can find the Coast Stable contract address here. So this is very important, right? So you want this, you really need that. So I'm going to post the link to this tweet so you can get access to that too. I don't know if I posted that earlier, but you can see it now as well. Let's have a look. That is the link to the details that I'm reading out now, the full details. I did say I was going to go fully through this because it has just launched. It's a big deal. And hopefully you'll get the information there. So that's kind of cool. What else? That is the stablecoin. So you got to be careful of scammers out there, right? Scammers will now post contracts that are even the front and ends are the same, but the middle is different, right? So or the middle's try to make the middle more the same. So be careful. They make the front and ends similar looking, but the middle's different. So just remember that. You can find the Coast Stable contract here. OX600136, and of course ends in 98DB82, but of course it's got a 077744 in the middle. Just remember that the contract has been verified in the Block Explorer, meaning that you can run all of the contract functions on scan.pulsechain.com. So it has been verified. The contract has also been audited by Solid Proof, just like the weight and weight 2V tokens. So that's very important. Other stablecoins as major sacrifices for both Pulsechain and PulseX. We are thrilled to hear that other stablecoins like Liquid Loans and Power City, these are the two next ones coming, but they're not fiat backed. They are collateral backed through Pulse and PulseX, which I think is beautiful too, because we got the two best models for making stablecoins on Pulsechain, which is amazing. So kind of cool like that. All right. Oh, let's log on there. Just one moment. All right, what do we got there? So yeah, we'll be live on Pulsechain. These products are essential to the healthy functioning of the ecosystem, and we can't say enough good things about the commitment of these teams to getting to market. Now, we're going to be giving a Liquid Loans update in a minute, but it's kind of cool. CST does not compete with USDL or PXDC. Each product has a distinct use case. Our design intention in releasing CST is to get economic energy into Pulsechain with as few steps and as little friction as possible. So that is the update, phase 1. And of course, you guys got to hear it all. There we are. That's pretty cool. From the team, which leads us on into the stablecoin. So here is the stablecoin on scan.pulsechain, and let's have a look to see how much is on there so far. It looks like there's $126,278 on CST at the moment, 24 holding addresses, which is pretty cool. The other thing, of course, here it is on the old deck screener, and of course that's pretty cool too, and it's got the PulseX link too to trade, so that's pretty nice on this one. Which is pretty cool. So let's have a look at the peers. We saw on the website that the link to the stablecoin was this one here. That is the stablecoin there. So ends in DB82. And of course, you can see DB82 there. And of course, on PulseX here, we've got DB82 looking pretty good there as well. And yeah, very nice indeed. So that's kind of cool there. I'll post the link to Deck Screener in the chat there if you want to check it out in your own due course, man. Let's have a look. That is it there. And on the old deck screener. Now you can remember always to confirm the contract yourself, but there we are. That's it. looking pretty cool. Now, the other cool thing, not only is it on Coast at the moment, so how much liquidity is in there? $1,900. Not a lot of liquidity in there at the moment on Pulsechain. Just remember that's very small starting off with. But PUSD has got a bigger pool on the PUSD balancer fork. It's currently got $8,162 in there at the moment. But of course, 50% is CST and the 50% is the bridge stable pool on there at the moment. So there we go. That is liquidity already on PUSD already. So go Coast. Nice one there. Big shout. So that's big shout to OKX and Buck there for that. So that's all up and running. So Coast is already moving, which brings us into the final measure. And that is this will ramp up. So apparently the referrals are not working yet. And of course, but apparently you can stake your weight tokens already on the platform. So you can do that already, but not only on the Pulsechain side at this stage. So apparently people are having a few issues. So I think that will come up on the Ethereum side soon. But on Pulsechain, you can stake your weight token, get reduced fees, which is pretty cool. And you can see the fees there. So if you've got 1,000 weight tokens locked on the platform, you get a 3% fee. If you've got 10,000 weight tokens locked, you get a 2% fee. If you've got 100,000 weight tokens locked, you get a 1% fee. And of course, unlock equals burn 5% of your weight tokens. So when you unlock, 5% of your weight tokens will be burned. Remember that. So that makes it more deflationary. Kind of cool. You'll be able to lock your weight tokens on Pulsechain when your DApp is live in a few hours, which is already live, right? So you can do that as well. Locking weight gives you the discounts. Woohoo! So if you are going to be regularly bringing fiat on board the Pulsechain using the Coast method, which is direct with the CST, you'll be able to get cheaper fees. 1% is pretty good fees, especially if you're on a regular, if you bring money in or out regularly on the Pulsechain via the fiat Onramp, Offramp. So it's kind of cool. So lots of tweets, of course. They've been tweeting out heaps and heaps and heaps on their Twitter, and you can go check all these out. I'm not going to read through all these, but we've read the main stuff here. But that's pretty exciting. And of course, we got the official launch 7 hours ago now, because I've been chatting away. Kind of cool. Funding your digital account will be quickest by sending a wire. Wires also don't need to be cleared or settled. Once they arrive in your digital account, you can mint CST immediately. So just remember that is the process for that. Kind of cool. You can register, of course, for your referral program. Apparently, referral program is not working, even though they have indicated that. I don't know if it's working yet. It may start working. But last I talked to somebody before the live stream, they said it was not working at this stage. So let me know if that is the case still. CST is the first native stablecoin on Pulsechain, of course, backed by $1-to-1, which is pretty amazing. We're very excited about that. That is a game changer in the weeks and months ahead as things ramp up there, especially with the referral codes. People will be referring those around. We'll be doing that too here on this channel. Now, obviously, Fiat Onramp live in the USA. We got that tweet there. We got lots of cool stuff coming out there. Even Crypto Coffee's posted this out. Now you can link your bank account and mint stables directly on Pulsechain, which is super bullish, looking good. And live in Canada, Fiat Onramp live in Canada, Fiat Onramp live in the UK, looking very, very cool. Also, Stoic there went live on the Pulsechain conference, so you can check that out and listen to the founder there. KDP posting out about the stable coins, pretty cool. And then finally, I think we got live in Australia. So lucky you guys in Australia, and a lot of you guys are in Australia. So congratulations. I have to wait to phase 2. Yes, I do. I have to wait to phase 2, and that is still a while away yet. So yeah, I have to wait, and I think it's on the 1st of September. Phase 2 is launching, and I think New Zealand will be on that on the 1st of September. So there we are, folks. That is the Coast update. That is fantastic news. Like I say, there'll always be a little bit of teething issues with certain features on and off, like referrals, but they'll get there in the end. And yeah, really bullish, and we'll be ramping up. I'm sure you'll see referral links all over the place in the weeks and months ahead. So bullish, very cool. So that's the first stablecoin, first on-ramp, off-ramp direct to Pulsechain. Can't be much more happy than that. That's cool. I'm very excited about that. I'll post all the links to that too. That brings us into the liquid loans update before we get to the Hex daily stats and get paid. We're 15 minutes on the live. So let's hear from the biggest sacrifice project, Liquid Loans, which is also bringing a stablecoin based on a liquidity fork. It will be collateralizing Pulse, which is going to be bullish for Pulse. It's going to take more Pulse off the market, and it's also going to help people buy and use leverage lending to buy up more of the good stuff, and of course issue a stablecoin LUSD, which is kind of cool, and also much more. So looking forward to that. So let's hear from the founder. This is Crypto Crazy. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Crypto Crazy here. Thanks for tuning in. Wanted to give you guys an update in terms of where things are at from a development point of view. Obviously, we have had communicated previously our process. Now, process is quite clear that we were always needing to launch Pulsechain Safe, followed soon after by Fetch, and then finally Liquid Loans. Pulsechain Safe, so that you guys are aware, is actually on mainnet at the moment. It's private for us, but there's a few last-minute cosmetic changes we're needing to make to the front end, and then we'll look to make that available to the community. But it is on mainnet. Look, I must admit, converting Gnosis over to Pulsechain hasn't been without its problems. There's been a number of things that have caused us to sort of revisit and have to relook at certain things. Nothing that's not insurmountable, but a lot of the UI changes that we had to make. There are some problems with the UI if you're not careful. So we've had to take all of that into consideration. It's taken us a bit longer than what we thought. And I guess this is a consequence of launching on a change with not a lot of infrastructure. And obviously, you guys are aware of Telor and the need for an Oracle service, but fundamentally, we also needed to have the opportunity of using a multi-sig. And whilst we've done everything we can and it's all working perfectly, the user interface has been problematic. So we've managed to get through most of the issues with that. Nothing that would be of great concern, but from our point of view, we don't want to be deploying anything on mainnet that isn't quite right. So even though the contracts are there, there's a few tweaks and a few things that we need to do to the front end. But you guys will have access to that very shortly. Just in terms of where we're at with regards to Fetch, so all of the contract changes have been made. The auditors going through the contracts now. The intent is that probably I would expect within the next week or two, we'll have some feedback on the contracts and some feedback from Halborn. I should point out it's actually been an absolute pleasure to work with these guys. The Halborn team have been very professional, extremely professional in their approach. And more importantly, they've been very responsive. So from their point of view and from our point of view, it's been a really a good relationship that we have built with Halborn. We anticipate that we'll continue to use Halborn in the future. You can read into that what you like, but basically, we're looking to continue to evolve and develop. But obviously, at this point in time, the next thing that we need to resolve is to get the Fetch Oracle service reviewed, any feedback from Halborn incorporated. Fundamentally, that's a requirement for us to be able to launch Liquid Loans. Remember that there's any DeFi protocol that's out there needs to be able to obtain prices from various services. Now some will look at a centralized Oracle service, which is effectively just calling directly the price from an API. The risk with that is that if it's not decentralized, there's a potential risk of failure. So the whole idea of using a service like Fetch is to try and avoid the potential for problems that may occur through single point of failure. So fundamentally, that will evolve and continue to become more decentralized over time. There are some instructions in terms of how to set up a reporter. I think you guys are familiar with Gamma. Gamma's been doing a great job of educating the community in terms of how to do that. It's not a simple process, but we're looking to simplify that. And you'll hear more about Fetch in the future, but fundamentally the contracts and what we need to have spun up in terms of number of reporters, price feeds coming through, that has to happen before we can actually launch Liquid Loans. On that front, I should point out that the Liquid Loans audit is now complete. We're just waiting for the final report to be finalised, and we'll then make that available to the community. We're really happy, again, with the process that we've followed with the guys at Halborn, and the end result, I think, will be very pleasing to all, certainly pleasing to us, but we're certainly not far away. There will be some further announcements for other partnerships in the near future. Watch out for these. Look, we're really excited about one particular one, but it's still very early days. So we're in the process of going through all the commercial discussions with these partners. But fundamentally, I think you guys will be pretty excited of the outcome of that. But again, it's just early days and we need to work through those things, and we'll let you know about those in more detail in due course. Look, given the circumstances, we're all aware of what's.
All right, so that's the main update there from CC, from Liquid Loans. Now, the rest of it goes on into, obviously, the SEC and Richards and stuff like that. So you can check out the rest of the video. I will post it on this channel, but you can also check it out on Liquid Loans. And, of course, you can get the rest of that commentary. But that was the main update for Liquid Loans, which is pretty exciting. Obviously, they worked through a lot of the issues, bring infrastructure to Pulsechain. They got multi-sig coming, oracles through Fetch Oracle, which is kind of like a white label of Teller Oracle, decentralized price calls basically, but it can also do non-price calls too. And there will be a reporter service there that some people will be able to make earnings with. Liquid Loan, of course, bringing the loan token. They had over the biggest sacrifice, over $50 million sacrifice that, including the Hex Well. We're expecting 25% of that volume of the loan token to come out straight away. And then, of course, the rest of it comes out over a 2-year period with the Hex Well at the back end after 2 years coming out. And, of course, you'll be able to put your pulse in there. It's going to create a new feature of a pulse by being able to collateralize it. And, of course, you put your pulse in. You don't have to sell it, which may or may not have a taxable event for you generally. And, of course, you'll be able to borrow the stable coin, the second one that we're probably expecting on the market, USDL. And, of course, that's going to be super bullish too. They'll also have incentive pools for that as well and loan tokens. So that's going to be really exciting. We're going to see a lot of action there as well. So we could see some of the big players come on that protocol because it's really designed for big players in particular. But you can do 20,000, I think, is the number there on that one. And, of course, pretty cool. What else are we going to say about that? They're going to have the loan token, of course. You'll be able to put that on, earn passive income with that. So you'll be able to buy and sell it on the market as well. So this is the heavyweight. After Pulsex, this is the heavyweight coming on. It's going to be pretty cool. And, of course, excited to where they're going. And a very professional setup. But what else did you hear in that video? What I've been asking for, when you've got a huge sacrifice, it would be great to see other partnerships and potentially products coming to market that are heavyweight products with Pulsechain to add value. And, CC teasing that there at the end. So I thought that was super bullish. That's the first time I've heard him say that. That's super bullish. And, look forward to it. And particularly one of them he was particularly excited about. So let's see what that will be. I'm excited. So cool. Very professional team. They're just working through the issues, making sure that's all going to up and running. Very excited about where that's going to head. So there's the update. What else we got? We got a few people in the house as well. Tintop. Hey, Tintop. What's up, Tintop? Good to see you. Who else has jumped in here? Rev 10. Hey, everybody. Good to see you also. What else there? Charleston, South Carolina had the wrong movie. They are getting refunds. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, man. I guess that happens from time to time. What else we got going? Apparently there was a riot. There's some people talking about the riot in New York. There was actually a riot. Apparently there was a riot around. I still saw some comments about a riot. PS5, is that what someone said? The riots? That's a game, isn't it? Why would people be writing about a game? Maybe there's maybe some of their woke stuff. I don't know. I love Australia, says Sandy Beach. Indeed. Morning, folks, from Brennan. Hey, Brennan. It looks like your TA's turning out pretty good again. Brennan's been killing it on the old TA. Big shout out. That's technical analysis for you that on the charts. Brennan says, man, so stoked to have Ghost. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to ramp up. Ghost will ramp up. That's what we expect to see over the weeks and months ahead. So stay tuned. 1st September is phase 2. And, of course, New Zealand will have access to fiat on-ramp. So it really is cool to have another fiat on-ramp. Like we use a service here called Easy Crypto, which is amazing. But to have another a direct on-ramp is very Pulse. So even Easy Crypto, which is for Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Brazil. So it does 4 countries at the moment. They're fantastic, but they don't do a direct to Pulsechain yet. So I actually might advocate to them for that too. But having Coast do direct fiat on-ramp to Pulsechain from good old New Zealand, and of course 168 countries they're targeting is going to be epic. And then of course we've got Liquid Loans coming down the pipeline. Really cool. LL is so close to Sandy Beach here. So close. I still think we're expecting another week for maybe give it another week for audits, and they've got to set up the multi-sig, and of course then we've got the Oracle set up. So we're still in this time frame, 30-60 days for the Liquid Loans. It's probably pushed out just a little bit in terms of the weeks, but definitely still in play. What else there? Paul CC looks like he's about to eat a hot dog, says Bob. That's funny. That's funny. What else there? Richie says we can't hear you, Superman. Oh, my audio's on. Seems to be okay. Is it okay? Let me know in the chat there if it's okay. Just let me know if my audio's okay there. We're 1 minute on the hour. Yeah, I'm having a look at my audios. Looks okay. Looking at the screens. Seems okay. Let me just double check on my own audio. Let's have a look. Feels okay. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's working perfectly. It must be something on your end there, Richie. We can hear you on Hex Token Channel, says Brennan. Nice. All right, so that is the news. Is that awesome? Coast, Fiat Onramp, Offramp, stablecoin. Yes, please. Liquid Loans is coming. Nice update there from the CEO. It's all happening, folks, and really good timing. It's going to be perfect after this big Black Swan event and volatility. We did, what, a two-thirds comeback? Two-thirds comeback so far. Let's see if we can get all the way in the next week. It'll be pretty fun. We have probably got a little bit of a seller news event going on today, but let's see what happens over the coming days. And, of course, we've got most of the big protocols are still to launch over the next 30, 60 days. So it's all good. And the biggest theme out of that is leverage lending, opening up leverage lending. And that's what pushes up assets up big time. So we'll be watching that too, that phenomena. All right, let's get to Hex Daily Stats. Day 1341. It's not off the press yet. That's not even here. Oh, there it is on Pulsechain. So we'll read out the Pulsechain numbers. So it's actually day 84 for Pulsechain. And we've got the 4th of August, 1.15 cents there, down 19.3% after being up 95.8%. Now, we like those 95.8% days. Bring them on because we've had plenty of these double-digit down days. So let's get another one of those, eh? What else there? Payout per T-share, 6.65 Hex per T-share. The dot date, we've got a dot date after yesterday's huge jump. That's the big jump. I don't think we're expecting another big jump till October, November this year, which is going to be even bigger than this one. So that's pretty much it. In fact, let's bring up Hex Fire channel there because we've got a few minutes. So let's bring up Hex Fire and talk about that. This is coming up. So the next big one is going to be later in the year. Let's check it out. 1 moment, please. All right, we're going to share rate and we're going to go to full screen and we're going to look to the end of the year. So this is the big one we had. That's the big jump that came to be. And of course, we're going to be just slowly rising. So there's no big jump expected until we get to August. It's going to start rising steeper, but it's not until, guess what? Not until 22nd November to the 23rd November. That's when we're expecting our jump. And it's going to be big. It's going to be big. So the 440 was big. This is going to be even bigger, apparently. Apparently, it's going to be going from 30,600 to 32,000. Are you kidding me? That's like a 1,400 Hex per T-share jump. So if you're going to be staking, you want to stake, get those T-shares in this time frame because by November, that plays out just like this one played out. That is a huge jump. 1,400 Hex per T-share. OMG. OMG. Get those T-shares now. Go. Get. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's getting pretty crazy, but you can see what I mean. That is pretty insane. 1,400 coming up. We just had the 444. And of course, I've been warning about a week before this, remember, that this was coming up. So plenty of people on this channel, that follow this channel, have had the chance to know that it was going to happen. 7.02 is the average length there. 39% is the APY as well. And what else we got there? We got, let's go to the pool. Oh, wow. Look at this. A big increase in T-shares, 23,698. We're sitting at 9,891,000 T-shares on the old Pulsechain for Hex. Check out hex.com in the video description. 9.487% of Hex is locked mining at the moment. We had another good day of penalties, 2.2 million. And yeah, Pulsechain over the last 25 days or so has had a lot of penalties on it. So good times for you if you're a T-share owner. You get 50% of them, right? You get 50% of them. The other 50% goes to the OA, and then we see it as a kind of a deflation mechanism now. So that's kind of cool. Or at least, yeah, deflationary. It's probably fine. 15 is the increase in liquid holders, 17 more miners. We're 123,580 miners on the old Pulsechain. That was day 84. The ETH chain, the number's not off. For some reason, it's not printed, so we won't be able to read that out. We're on day 1,342 on the old ETH chain and day 85 on the old Pulsechain. So welcome to day 85, everybody. Welcome. You are here. Almost 3 months, not quite. got a few more days to go. But that's the Hex Daily Stats. Hex.com, folks. Check it out in the video description. The ultimate in savings product, and of course the most controversial even after 1342 days of immutable running on the chain, when many other projects have died and gone to zero and lots of stuff. But Hex community keeps on going. One of the biggest communities in the crypto land. So onwards and upwards for us. All right, Hex.com. All right, we've got a bit of a reprieve in the price. Pulse here, we got a little green candle. We had 2 red candles that were big, and we've got a little green candle on a bounce back here. Let's see if we can hold up 6378 on the old Pulse. We're at 1938 on the old Pulsex. Let's see if we can get back over 2000. That would be kind of cool. And of course, incentive there at 47,679 is the ratio, so 47,700 almost. Pulse per 1 incentive token. PHEX at the moment having a bounce back too. Almost 1.2 cents again. Not too bad. And EHEX at the moment is having a bounce back. It is at 5.4, so 54 of a penny. It's always hard to say the hundredths on these because people like thinking, what's a hundredth of a penny? What's the 100 penny? All right, so that's pretty much it on that one. And of course, the combined chart makes it really easy, doesn't it? The combined chart with EHEX and PX together here on investex.io is at 1.73 cents. Yay! This is our 15-minute candles. This is not 1 hour. These candles are 15 minutes. Let's go to 1 hour to make it look more similar. Hopefully it renders properly. Let's have a look. Is it going to render? Let's see. No, it didn't. It renders on the 15 minutes. So that's why I have the 15-minute on there. And we can see that the price there over the last... Oh, look at that. The green candle rocking up and to the right. Let's go. Old Hex there. That's PHEX and EHEX together. And it's a great little chart on investex.io. Pretty cool. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's leave it on the Hex chart there. We're going to wrap up an hour and 7 minutes. Rocking on. And of course, don't forget to check out the Hex conference. The Pulsechain conference is online. It's going for 42 hours. You can jump on there and watch many big streamers on there. I will not be on the channel. I pulled out of going on there, and so you won't see me there. But otherwise, check it out. The Pulsechain conference is on. Go check it out. Brent says, "Man, so stoked to have Coast here." Absolutely, man. It's very exciting. What else? Was that on Superman Crypto? Was it that comment? Yeah. I had it. Sorry, Richie. I had a little bit of problem on the computer. I'm not sure whether that made an issue there, but thanks for the feedback, Richie. Get tokenomics for weight tokens, says Brennan. Absolutely. Hey, look, if you guys want to subscribe to your new channel, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We had lots of subscribers overnight, so big thank you. And of course, we had lots of likes as well. It really was cool. Get involved, man. We got I'm going to be updating the video descriptions for Superman Crypto and Hex Token, and we're going to have make that a lot easier. We're going to have access on Superman Crypto to the Hex Token Discord. So that's coming to Superman Crypto YouTube, and a big shout out to you. We've got 2,720 subscribers over there, so you're going to have access to Hex Token channel as well, and of course, look forward to it. What else was I going to say? A big shout out to obviously Archipelago yesterday became a Hex Token moderator, so big shout out. And what else? What else can I say? Yeah, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. If you want to join as a supporter of this channel, get into hit the join button. We've got Pulsechins, Hexkins, and Richard Hart Club. Definitely hit those. And what else? You get cool emojis and stuff like that in the chat. What else are we going to say? I think that's it. All right. Take care, everybody. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Onwards and upwards for Pulsechain, for Hex and PulseX. And, of course, we've got all the big protocols launching over the next 30, 60 days. Liquid Loans, Power City, 9inch. So they're going to just keep going. Famous, Fiat. They're just going to keep coming, folks. And we're still early. Can you believe it? Day 85. Woohoo! Dollar cost average. That's how we rock and roll. All right. Take care, everybody. Let me play out the highest of stakes little teaser on the way out. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Let me find it, though. Here we are, 90 seconds. Where's it say 90 seconds? Looking for that. Is it back up here? I think it might be. I always lose this particular video. I always lose it for some reason. And where is it? I still lost it. I said I always lose this video. Apparently it's likes to be hidden on the old video here. Where is it? I still can't see it. I do not see it. I'm going to have to really reorganize this library because it's hidden. 15 minutes, 90 seconds. Here we go. Found it. Peace out, everybody. Take care. Have a great day. Not a good day, but have a great day. See you next time. Bye for now.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
The arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me, hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less. And the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good.
I put it all in.
All what?
All of our house money. No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that means I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you get the crap scammed out of you.